So the day-to-day is mundane for you, and that's what you think will equal success.
I think you're working every day towards your goal.
Yeah.
You're making small strides, right? You're trying to move forward, obviously, in the sense that you're trying to build a company, and it takes a lot of time to do that. And I think every day you figure out a little bit more how to get there. I don't want to make that decision.
But
I make too many decisions every day.
But you're very picky.
I am very picky. So she sends me a picture.
Okay.
I look at it and I go yes or no.
Your sister sends you photos, does all the work.
Yeah.
And then you just approve.
Yep.
Okay.
I send her the money.
Also, I just want everyone to know that we all do this for him, basically, like in some form or fashion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a lot easier, right? So, like, for example, I own 30 black shirts, 40 black shirts. I don't even know. I wear a black shirt. Same brand. You know, it's what I like. It's
you just
easy.
Keep it moving. You don't have to think about it.
I have some stuff at home. Like, I have a bunch of shoes. That's a decision, you know. I have 2 pair of jeans. Like, it's super simple. You're kind of a minimalist, but not. I don't want to say I'm totally black and white because we live in a really gray area in the restaurant world. Yes. But I want to say that part of my life, I want it to be black and white. You don't like to make those decisions. Like, you don't have to think about it. You're making decisions the whole day. You're in a bunch of shit all day. Like, yesterday you called me and you said the air conditioning was not working. Yes. That's the start of my day. Yeah. Right? I feel bad about things like that. Don't feel bad. It's just a natural thing. Like, oh, then the plumber, then this, you know? Then you have a customer complaint. Then it's just like... putting out fires all day. Yeah, it's putting out fires. So when I arrive home or when I'm getting out of my house in the morning, I don't want to be dealing with fires at home. Right. You wake up, you eat breakfast, or you work out first, or what? I work out and I drink 2 coffees. Like that you make at home or that you... No, I never make coffee. Like the only food that's at home right now is prepared meals. There is no food at my house. Okay, so you have your coffee and then your day gets going. Maybe you train, maybe you go, to the restaurant, or you start... Yeah, I got a text usually to go to Restaurant Depot or to GFS. Right. That's my usual. I mean, but that's, again, now that I have one store and we're focusing on that, eventually now, when things start rolling and I start having more stores, then it'll change. I'll probably look at reports at that time. And typical business. Yeah. What was your labor? Jargon. What was your labor? What were sales last night? What happened? Yeah. Did something happen? Your sales suck? What happened at the 6 o'clock hour? Yeah. I just think it's interesting to talk to other people that are in the business and you think like, oh, they had perfect lives. It's not perfect. Sure. Well, no, it never is. Even with my dad. I mean, my dad built a huge company, considered ice cream company in Puerto Rico, got bought out by Nestle. I mean... the day-to-day is where it's at. Yeah. So it's stressful. It is. It's stressful because you are doubting yourself all day. Doubting decisions. Did I make the right decisions? Are we moving forward? You get excited about little things. Now I don't get super excited because it's just like... he never gets excited. What's next? Ever. You know, I have this weird thing about being at home. You like it or you don't like it? I feel bad. You feel bad when you're at home? Yeah. Why? Because I feel like I'm not doing anything. Okay. And to me, it's like in the morning, for example, like if I work out or something, I feel like, oh, I should be at work or I should be doing something related to work. And at night, I'm like, should I be at the store? You know, or should I be doing something related to work? So it's kind of a... you feel guilty when you're at home? Oh, I feel guilty, yeah. Interesting. Actually, that's one of the things that I talk to my therapist about. Like, I feel guilty. And what's her feedback? Just try to find... some peace. Yeah, try to find some peace with it because, obviously this is long... right, long-term gain. It's not like you're going to make more money being there. Right. Or just, you're going to move forward because you're there or because you're doing something. It's not like everything's going to happen overnight just because you work more hours. Yeah, no. And I think a lot of people think that, right? They think that, oh, if I work 24 hours a day, we'll get somewhere. Yeah, you will.
Yes.
But then you'll get burned out.
Okay.
Like my friend Vic.
What do you think about work-life balance?
There's no work-life balance.
For you?
For anybody.
For anybody.
If you want to be successful,
there's no work-life balance.
Cut that shit out. Don't even mention that.
What do you mean there's no balance?
I actually criticized my dad about it. I said my dad had no work-life balance. Like, he never had balance. He always fought it.
Work, right?
Now, as I've gotten older and I've gotten wiser, it's just like, there's no balance. Like, you try to balance your family. Yeah. I mean, I don't have a family, right? And eventually I will, but you try to balance it out. But then there's these things that you're like, I'm trying to reach this goal, or I'm trying to reach this, to make obviously gains, and you're like, can I be balanced? But then I have to take care of my family too. So I don't know. It's just,
you don't think that there is?
I personally don't. I think a lot of people do. Right?
Right.
A lot of people do all the other activities. That's great.
Are you annoyed when you see activities and then those people are like basically bitching because they're not where they want to be? And then you're like, well, maybe you shouldn't.
I go to activities and people bitch about their like where they at. Oh, and I'm trying to do this and I'm trying to do that. And I'm like, okay.
Well, why are you here?
Why are you here?
Right.
When I was opening Pig Floyd's, I remember I used to go to Corona Cigars because I smoked cigars every night because I didn't want to get home. I was living with my parents. No, I was living with my parents, so I didn't want to get home. And I remember there was this guy that was a big wig for Darden, right? And he used to go smoke cigars every so often, and people told me, oh, you got to meet him, right? And I went straight up to him and I said, hey, man, I'm opening this restaurant. He literally not laughed, but like not interested.
Right. Just didn't engage at all.
Didn't engage. He was like, oh, great. Congratulations. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. How did that make you feel, though? Were you like, I'm going to prove this guy wrong? Or?
He's my advisor.
Oh, okay.
Nowadays.
Okay. So now you're pals.
Oh, yeah. Like, he believes in it. Yeah. Right? So it's just like, you proved it.
You did the work.
I did the work. I showed him consistency. I showed him things that, people that are at next level want to see.
Right.
Answer your calls. Some people don't answer your calls. Answer your text. Doesn't take that long. Text people. Ask them how they are. Those are the day-to-day things.
You are really good at that.
That's my jam. I get disappointed at people that don't text back or play that game. Like
I don't have time for that.
I don't have time. I have a lot of shit going on, and I text back quick.
Yeah, you do.
So
I think we have that in common. Like, I keep up with a lot of my friends.
I don't keep up with a lot of my friends.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I keep up with a lot of people.
You're with that bullshit.
No, but what I'm saying...
You're with that bullshit. Like, oh, my God.
It's nice to be there for other people. No, what I'm saying is, like, you take time to reach out to people.
Yeah.
And it's not about you. Like,
no.
You want to make sure that they're okay.
Everybody's taken care of.
Right. You're a caregiver.
Yeah. Call me CBS.
Oh, my God. Okay, so your favorite basketball player, Kobe Bryant, right? That's your favorite? Or is it Michael Jordan?
Both.
Okay, both. Well, one of the two. He has a quote that says basically, like, there's a choice that you have to make as individuals to be great at something. And, like, you have to, like, sacrifice stuff. So do you feel like you sacrifice stuff on the daily? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
I sacrifice a lot of things.
Yeah.
I was going to Miami on the weekends just to disconnect. And, you feel guilty. I feel guilty. I mean, it's different, right? When you're doing it with a family, like your partner or whatever, it's different. When you're doing it to, like, blow off steam and go out with friends and spend money, it's stupid. Like, I think it's stupid because it's just like you're not getting anything. What, you see a couple restaurants and you get some good feedback, right? I think Miami's great, but
it's not worth it to you.
It is. But not in the sense like if you're going with somebody and you're going to go, scope it out and, do something with it.
Be productive.
But just going there, staying in a hotel, running and doing the same shit that you do over here, other than a change of scenery, right. I think it's not worth it.
Favorite getaway spot when you want to get away? And I say getaway, but you're still productive.
West Coast.
West Coast.
I love California.
Okay.
Love it.
Would you move there?
No, the taxes are too high.
Oh my gosh.
Why? I can buy a property there.
Okay. And just have it as like a part-time thing.
I want to buy something in Beverly Hills. Like I this goes back to my, I don't want to say OCD, but the sidewalks are pristine.
They're beautiful.
White.
What? Like they're pressure washed on the daily?
Every day. That shit is clean. Wow. I love it. You love it. I don't know. I love it.
It's the cleanest place?
I mean, there got to be some other clean places, but I'm just saying Beverly Hills looks good. It's very pristine. Oh, yeah. I like that.
Yeah. It does go back to your OCD.
Yeah. Yeah. The landscaping in the houses is perfect. Everything is like well kept.
But I think that they pay for that. Like
I'll pay for it.
You'll pay for it. You'll pay for that. You don't care about the taxes then.
Well, I'm buying a house there. I'm not living there.
Oh, got it. Okay. You're staying here. Second home in LA.
Yeah.
So, okay, with that being said, you ideally want to have a second home one day. That kind of leads into like success. How do you measure that?
I mean, I'm not in the food business. I'm in the people business. I consider that. I mean, it's really important that the staff are happy and taken care of first and foremost. I think the rest will take it.
Fall into place.
It'll fall into place because I think once you have happy people working, the ambience of the place is not stuffy.
Right.
It's people feel at ease when they're eating.
The energy is different.
The energy is different, yeah. I'm not a helicopter manager or owner or whatever you want to call me. I'm not that.
No, you're not.
I hired you to do a job, and if you don't do it, I'll figure it out eventually and get fired, or you'll correct it, right? That's me. There's other people that are like super intense about everything. If you make a mistake or anything like that. I mean, I think more than anything, if I show any disappointment, I think that's...
Oh, it's the worst.
It's the worst.
The literal worst.
I think that's what people feel bad about. It's not, I don't explode. I don't tell anybody, hey, you're doing a shitty job. I'm just disappointed. Yeah.
But that's worse. Like growing up, when your parents were mad at you and yelling at you, you were like, okay, yeah, like I deserve this. But then when they were like silent and disappointed.
My dad never yelled at me.
Never?
Nope. Now, I'll tell you what, if I was spending too much money on my credit card.
Then they would yell at you.
No, my dad would be like, I'm disappointed. And it would be like, fuck, I just spent too much money.
Right, that's the worst. That's the worst feeling. Like, literally, I remember my parents were like, my parents were the opposite. They were like, not always yelling, but like they were very boisterous and...
Boisterous, wow.
Oh my gosh. And then...
Boisterous, they were boisterous.
And then I would be like, oh, okay, yeah, I deserve to be in trouble or whatever, which I didn't really get in trouble very much. No big surprise there. But then when they were silent and they would just be like, I'm disappointed. And then they would like go in their room, or like I would go in my room. You would just sit there and feel like the smallest human on the entire planet.
But then the guilt comes back years later.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now you're dealing with it at 5 p.m.
Right.
Today.
Exactly. Pretty much. Okay. So you're not a helicopter manager, which we know, or operator, we should really say.
Yeah, but reviews are really important. We live in review world. We live on Instagram world. We live on, we definitely now, I'm trying to show you guys how to work a P&L, look at a P&L, because I think a lot of people don't realize on the daily basis, whatever decisions you make that are small changes the amount of money that you're going to make at the end of the month, right?
Yeah.
People don't view their P&Ls. A lot of people in the restaurant business do not view their P&Ls. They don't have P&Ls. They just work on cash basis. Is my bank account going up? Am I buying, the normal that I buy? Blah, 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 right? And that's it.
But we have this mega spreadsheet.
We have a mega spreadsheet. I spend mega dollars trying to keep my numbers up to date. That's one of the expenses that I typically wouldn't have if I was a one-store guy. Right? But I think that's effective.
It is.
You guys have a weekly meeting with my dad.
Yes.
Which you all, I think, no, don't appreciate or appreciate, but at the end of the day,
yeah, it depends.
It depends on the mood, right?
It's never that we don't appreciate it. Sometimes it's just a little bit lengthy.
Yeah.
And then, you got a lot of stuff to do.
Sure.
In like a 8
Yeah, but I hate meetings, and to be honest with you, that's something that I think works, right?
Yeah, it works.
Yeah. So, I think it's important.
Okay.
Day to day.
So all of these things is how you measure success, basically. But the top tier would be the happiness of the people in your infrastructure.
Yeah, I think everybody should be happy. I'm trying to be happy. At the end of the day, I could build 100 of these, end up with tons of millions of dollars and then be fucking unhappy, miserable, right?
How many times have you heard
a lot of times.
Wealthy.
It's happened to me.
Entrepreneur.
I mean, when
depressed and
there's
not in good shape.
Times these days that everything's going right. Sales are back. COVID is whatever. It looks like it's coming back up, and you're like, I'm sad some days.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to humans.
No, you don't.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just there's a lot of shit going on. I don't know. It's a lot. The atmosphere is heavy. There's a lot of people going through a lot of emotional shit.
2020 was a year.
20. And 2021, I mean, it's looking like it's better, but...
It's better.
But there's still some shit out there.
It's like overcast, if we had to forecast it in weather terms.
Yeah.
But it said that, entrepreneur is like their mind's constantly going. Mm-hmm. How do you stay on track? Do you do like a to-do list? Do you have
sometimes I have a to-do list on my
calendar?
phone. I do have a calendar to remind myself of doing stuff because I easily forget.
Yes. If anyone doesn't know Thomas, I call him Dory because he is like Dory from Finding Nemo. So I will be like, hey, I need you to go do this. And then I can tell he has gotten distracted or in another task. And then I'll send another reminder. And then I'll just send a Dory photo.
But meanwhile, I'm probably just texting Vic going hey man, how does this video look? Or are we doing this? Right?
Yeah. I mean, you're always doing something productive, but sometimes it's not what needs to happen at that exact time.
Yeah.
So then
that sounds about right.
We kind of have this running joke.
Don't send me to Restaurant Depot if you want something quick.
Yeah. If you need something immediately,
don't send it to me.
Don't send it to him.
Because it's just that I run into people and they start talking.
Yes.
And what's up? And
then you chit chat. And then you got to get your third coffee.
Yeah.
Then
I'm on my watch.
Yeah. You maybe forgot the van keys. Yeah. And then you got to go back.
There's a lot of shit. Yep.
There's a lot happening every day.
Yeah, I think a lot of business owners obviously wear a lot of hats. And obviously as the company becomes larger, you start you start hiring people to help you out, and that's when things get really complicated because now you're dealing with other humans that are doing work for you and you got to keep up. Right. Right now I have 5 advisors going because I'm in expansion mode and I'm looking to see how
5.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got an HR. I have somebody for expansion. I have a construction guy that I'm talking to.
You hire and then they kind of keep you in
the
direction?
I think people have done it before, so it's easier to hire somebody that's done it before to just pave the way.
Right.
And you kind of have to surround yourself with people that have done it before, more intelligent than you, and just pay for that because at the end of the day, it's going to save you thousands, if not millions of dollars, right? Sure. They've made the mistakes. They've already paid the price, Right. It's easy, right? I don't think Tesla was built by Homeboy. He was built by all the engineers that he hired, yeah.
Sure.
So at the end of the day, you build a company by just the people that you have around. That's why I say I'm in the people business. We're just trying to get everybody on the same page.
Yeah.
Right? And moving forward and trying to expand the concept and trying to believe in the brand and trying to do that. So that's what I'm in.
Right.
I'm not in the,
you're in the barbecue business, but you're not.
Yeah, but you're not. Okay. I don't think people realize that in the restaurant world because they just they do the day-to-day, they work the restaurant, and they're not trying to do what I'm trying to do, right?
Yeah.
They do want to expand, but they want to have 2 to 3 stores and just be happy with that. And I'm not happy with that.
You want 50.
No, I'll sell Pig Floyd's at 50. That's my number.
That's your number.
Yeah, then I'll open other concepts. I mean, I'm opening other concepts. So then we'll figure out which one takes, maybe I'll franchise one just to get some income, monthly income.
Passive income, is that what they call
passive, yeah.
Going into different concepts, has there ever been anything that you thought about, started, never followed through, and then now it's out there and it's huge?
Like a concept?
Yeah, concept, idea, or anything that you've like kicked yourself because you didn't finish it, follow through with it, basically.
Yeah, my fucking golfing career.
Your golfing career.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a professional golfer.
But I never think about that because it's
kick myself in the head every time.
That's like a lifetime
I had
ago.
what was called the rich dad syndrome.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
I had a rich dad. That's what it means.
Okay.
And that means that I was living, I was living high.
Right.
At 21, I was driving Ferraris. I was living in big time.
Right.
Big time. Obviously because my dad had money and I was put in a position that I was making a lot of money.
Sure.
Right? But and that's when I was trying, I really wanted to play golf and blah, blah, blah. And then when the real estate market fell and all that shit and I got cut, that's when reality struck, right?
Right. That's when the world was like,
yeah.
Welcome to the world.
Welcome to the world. And it's a little bit too late. Because now you have to make money.
Why did you stop playing golf?
Because it's so expensive, and I said I gotta go make money. I'm not there, right?
Sure.
I didn't believe in myself.
Do people invite you to play golf? I always forget about this.
People
don't
invite me to weddings because they know I won't go. People don't invite me to play golf.
Okay. What else?
I don't get invited to any place.
You are such a liar. Yes, you do.
What do I get invited to? Restaurants?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I'm actually, now that I look at this notes.
Oh, now that he has looked at the notes, he's now intrigued with the dialogue.
Yeah. I mean, this Kobe Bryant, I've been watching a lot of Kobe Bryant interviews lately.
Have you?
He was in another level. He was in another mindset.
Yeah.
It's tough to get into that mindset because it's mundane, which is a word that I use
all the time.
All the time. Mundane is what people hate.
People do hate it.
They hate the same shit every day, and that's success.
It's like being on a hamster wheel.
Yeah. They hate the same shit every day. They want to go out partying. They want to go see different scenery. They want to be cool. They want to be all that. But when their bank account doesn't show their coolness,
they're going to be in a...
They get pissed, right?
Yeah.
So that's the only thing. Oh, yeah, we want to party. We want to do this. I want to, I want to travel. I want to do it. Yeah? Where's the bank account for that?
Sure.
Unless daddy and mommy are paying for it. Right?
Yeah.
Or unless you're making a lot of money.
Unless you're making a lot of money.
That's the tough sacrifices you have to make. Right? I like to go out and pop bottles, but I don't even drink.
He does not pop bottles, y'all.
I don't pop bottles. So but that's what people tell. That's what people think it is. I want to go to the nightclub and pop bottles and show off. I've been in a nightclub with a baseball friend of mine, ended up spending $35,000 that night. It's the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. It was stupid. I even told him, yo, bro, I'm not drinking. You're paying this shit for other stupid people that don't give a fuck.
That's what people make in a year sometimes.
Yeah. 35 grand. Boom. In Miami. Let's go.
Yeah, but that's what society wants. That's what, gets likes on Instagram and views on social media.
I think it's great. Instagram is a great tool. But at the end of the day, is Instagram sharing the same reality that the person's living?
No, definitely
Probably not. Right? It shows a lot of happy things.
Yeah. A glimmer.
Right? So let's live the unhappy times and show that shit. Nobody's going to like that.
Yeah.
They're not going to enjoy it. They don't see the background, right? So it's oh, you're so successful. Oh, you're this. Yeah, bro. But there's a lot of pain that comes with that. There's a lot of sacrifice that comes with that. There's a lot of decisions that you don't want to do or you don't want to make, in the sense that are like, well, it's the same thing with a diet, right? You want to eat fucking fried chicken. You want to eat everything every time.
Yeah, and you want to have
whatever, you want to have
15% body fat.
Right, and you want to have abs. It's just like, you got to make a decision.
Yeah,
that's
sacrifice.
What my coach tells me, right? He put it into perspective yesterday. We were talking about it, and he goes, beyond the smoke, right? Look at that. Beyond the smoke. It's smoke and mirrors that people show.
Right.
People show the good, but they don't show the shitty parts. And that's where I want to see the shitty parts.
Yeah, you like to be in the dirt.
Yeah, I want to see what they had to do to get there.
So the day-to-day is mundane for you, and that's what you think will equal success.
I mean, I think it'll help, right? I think you're working every day towards your goal.
Yeah.
You're making small strides, right? You're trying to move forward, obviously, in the sense that you're trying to build a company, and it takes a lot of time to do that. And I think every day you figure out a little bit more how to get there, right? And you feel more at ease with yourself, which is, it's 100% of the game. It's feeling good about what you're doing and trusting that the process is working, and trusting in yourself, believing in yourself. Because not a lot of people, there's people that believe in me. Obviously, my lawyer, Edward. Shout out to Edward.
Hi, Ed.
My lawyer, Edward Milgram.
Tofu tacos.
He's the best. He sends me these texts about how he believes more in me than I believe in myself, and it's true.
That is so tender.
Tender?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Tender.
It is. That's so nice.
And now my coach, my Ty Pope, who's my coach, man, he sent me a text on Sunday that was fantastic. Like, yo, I'm praying for you. You're going to have a lot of success. And those are things that I typically don't get.
Right.
Right? I don't get those kind of texts. I don't even get that from I get it from my dad sometimes, but from people, right, that want the best for you, and I want the best for everybody that surrounds me. So
I love when he reads the notes after.
Is this one of the reasons you opt to work with close friends, or do you feel like you're killing two birds? I don't work with close friends.
Yes, you do. Are you kidding?
Who?
Vanessa.
Oh,
Gabe,
yeah.
Vic.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, hey, yeah, Vic is my friend. Hi, Vic. Oh, you're there.
Soon to be Al.
Oh, true. Yeah.
You work with your friends, and I think it's because...
Well, we're all working together to build each other up.
You're all working together to build each other up. But yeah. I also think in a deep subconscious part of your mind, that is part of your work-life balance. Because it's like, yeah, I get to spend time with my friends today. We're all working towards this awesome goal, but I still get to have fun.
Maybe that's what it is.
I think it is.
So next week, Beyond the Smoke next week is going to be interesting, right?
Yes.
Beyond the Smoke next week.
Who's
Did you
coming?
guys get it? Alfonso.
Yeah.
Al, my brother.
You see him every day.
Every day from another mother. I talk to him every day. We smoke cigars every Tuesday night.
Yes.
Yeah.
So podcast in the morning, cigars at night.
That's it.
That's every
Tuesday. That's a day-to-day.
That's the day-to-day.
Mundane. We see each other 8:30. You know where.
That's it.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll see you guys next week.